100% sure that that's it. It might be that one over there.
Maybe it's the bigger one. I've been there before.
Good morning. I haven't posted for quite a while just because there really isn't much to do in terms of the weather in DFW. It's just so hot, but when we finally get in September, it's cooling off a little bit. So I'm on Lake Ray Roberts today, departing from the Jordan unit and headed to hopefully Wolf Island, which, you turn it around, is that way. So kind of a long paddle, but it's pretty calm today and not too hot. It might be kind of a bear getting back, but today I've got quite a bit of gear on my kayak because I actually brought a cooler and plan on doing a little cookout on the island once we get there for lunch. So hopefully that'll all work out well. About halfway there about now. It's kind of a slog in a fishing kayak, honestly. It's, you know, I've got more weight on it, so it's, you know, it's not great, but the wind is to my back, so that's good. I think I'll have more issues getting back when we're done in the afternoon. So we may have to take a little bit longer route from the island, probably cut over perpendicular to the shore just to get into this cove area back here, where it's probably a little bit more protected from the wind, because the winds tend to get a little bit higher in the afternoon. So we'll see, but you know, you take breaks, it's fine. It's warmer than I thought it would be right now. I'm actually a little bit hot. It was cooler this morning when we started. It was, you know, low 70s overnight. But not too bad. The water feels good. So I thought I'd take my kayak out more this summer. I just didn't. You know, you got into July and August, and it just wasn't. It's just so hot and humid all the time that it's. I don't know. It wasn't into it. So I wasn't feeling it for a while in terms of trying to post videos and do anything really, because it's just too hot. Really looking forward to the fall and temperatures. Taking a full week off next week, so I'll have a good adventure with a lot of content posted in a couple weeks after that, because I'll be filming for an entire week in Arkansas, so that'll be fun. But it's nice to get out on a nice day on a lake. So Rob is way further ahead of me because his kayak he's got an inflatable sea kayak. It's longer and it's lighter weight and more narrow, so he's able to cut through some of the water a lot more easily than I am. And I think I've packed up a lot more gear than I probably needed to, but I got my cooler with ice, it's got hot dogs in it, it's got, you know, stuff I need to cook with. So a little bit more than I would normally bring, and waters and things like that. So, but it's okay. I'll probably jump in the water when we get to the island a little bit and cool off. So we're getting close. Not too bad. Ooh, that feels good. Kind of a hazy morning today. It's going to be clear skies, but it's a little hazy at Overpass this morning. Lots of fishermen out on the lake today. So, we made it to Wolf Island. I don't know why it's called Wolf Island, there's not obviously no wolves here, but there are supposedly deer. But it's a nice little island in the middle of Lake Ray Roberts. It's got actually a really nice little grassy beach. And full sand, like this whole area right here is completely sandy, so really nice little beach to hang out on. A little bit hilly too, so we might have to do a little exploring later. See what's it's not a very big island. I think it's, you know, only a couple 100 yards across and deep. But we're gonna do a little cookout here on the beach for lunch and hang out, and then head back a little bit later. Rob's got his handy shelter all set up. This is a first time use. He's had it for a year but never used it. This is our view. It's really nice. Wind is coming out of the south, so we're facing pretty much due south, southeast. So it's going to be nice on the beach. Keep the bugs away and the mosquitoes. You're not actually allowed to camp overnight on this island. It's part of the state park, from what I've read, but I think people do, because here's somebody's campsite with a fire and the usual trash that goes with it, which is unfortunate. People not, look at that. It's just, I mean, maybe some of it washed up, but I don't know. But anyways, there's no campsites here specifically built by the park. It's just a wild island, but it is part of the state park, so it is public land. And you obviously can only get here by boat. But it would actually be kind of cool to camp on the island overnight. I am sure if the park rangers came by and saw you, you'd probably get a ticket or something, or they'd tell you to leave. I don't know if there'd be a fine or something involved, but I don't know why they don't open this up to primitive camping in the first place. I mean, it seems like a good idea for the park. Maybe pay a special fee to do it and just establish some specific campsites here. I think it would actually be a great idea for people that want to do that, and have just a limit on the number of people you can have. There's a ton of campfire sites over here that people have built. Here's another one with more trash. Actually, looks like there's a trail that I'm on right now. I am walking through the grass, so if I'm going to get chiggers, it's going to happen. Not really any way to avoid it. Another campsite fire. Pretty simple lunch, just hot dogs and chips and snacks and some beer and water. Not too sophisticated or anything, but easy. So, waves are kicking up quite a bit. That'll make for an interesting return. So finished lunch. We're left the beach. My GoPro mount, of course, that I bought broke. Cheap metal, as usual. Making our way across the lake now. It's really, really windy, so this is quite a slog. I'll have to edit out that later, but it's gonna take a while. But I mean, kind of expected that. So anyway, still a nice day. Had a good lunch on the beach. Kind of hung out for a little bit, so that was nice. But it's time to head back.